next one was pulsata. We talked on that last class. If you was to squeeze your, wrist area, you can feel your pulse and once it goes on your wrist. And then try. Kind of sounds like try here. And if you're asking for a location for a soup, you go, oh, where can I get a soup? They say, try here. So I guess. What you say? This one, the quadrils. It has quad in it, and quad is 4. So, and this too, squarish. Implied is made out of squares. So, and then, flow hoe. It sounds like a hoe that flows, and she's very loose because she flows with things. So, a hoe who flows is loose. So there you go.
All right, you can
Flow
go
with
next
it. All masa sounds like something that you could get from a department store. But Zapateria, I was thinking about what's that? What's that exact? When she clicks her heels with what's that? Huh? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and zapato is shoes, and when she does this with her heels, she just zaps out of there at the way that she wants to go. So that's what I was thinking, because zapateria, same thing, So. Oh yeah, they simple. I don't know how to explain those.
These ones are mostly cognates, so I mean, mal idea, buena idea. It's obviously, even a note, idea. It's even spelled the same. So those are pretty obvious, as is opinion, and then creo que sí and no. If you know, obviously sí and no is yes and no. You can figure those out as well.
All right, estas cerrado. I was thinking about, it sounds like sir, door. So if you wanted your door closed and you was just talking to somebody and he was about to leave out and I close the door, you say, sir, my door, and then he'll close the door for you.
Okay. Now we're going to go into the grammar section. Yep, sure. Okay, so in this chapter, the things that that were discussed were irregular verbs in the yo form, and then prepositions and pronouns.
Oh.
Morning, fun. Okay, so irregular verbs in the yo form. Some of the verbs, they don't work like the normal AR, ER, IR verbs, and they conjugate differently. And there's not necessarily a pattern, so you just kind of have to straight up remember them. Okay, so these are the verbs that conjugate irregularly in the yo form. You have saber, poner, venir, salir, decir, dar, tener, ver, hacer, conocer, and traer. So those are the verbs. And it's kind of hard to remember them, but here they are, like broken down into the very beginning of the word, so you can try to remember them easier. So you have say for ser, ver for ver, te for tener, de for decir, po for poner, tra for traer, ha for hacer, sa for saber, co for conocer, ven for venir, and da for dar. So does anyone think, wait, sorry. And thank you. Does someone think they can say what verbs these relate to try to remember which ones are the ones that change in the yo form? It's like just what I just said. Like if you can remember which one of these corresponds to which yo form changing verb. Someone volunteer. Bella, I know you look really eager. Go for it.
No, I don't understand the question.
So basically, because it's kind of hard to remember which verbs conjugate irregularly in the yo form, here it is like in a neat little square. So each one of these shortened words corresponds to one, yeah?
No, finish explaining, because then I have to tell you.
Okay. Each one of these like snippets corresponds to a word that will change in the yo form. So if you can remember this, then it's easier to remember what the words are as a whole. What was your question? Okay. Okay, we can move on. You'll remember them as we go through.
Wait, so like Polish from there?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So ser, ver, tener, decir, poner, traer, hacer, saber, conocer, venir, dar. Do you guys get how that works now? Okay, good. Moving on. So here's how you actually conjugate them. So hacer becomes ago, poner becomes pongo, salir becomes salgo, traer becomes trigo. So let's go over those first. Hacer becomes what?
Hago.
Poner,
Pongo.
salir,
Salgo.
traer.
Traigo.
Okay, good. The next set, it's not in the go form. It's just it's a little different. Conocer becomes conosco with the Z. Dar becomes doi. Saber becomes say, and you have to make sure you have an accent on the E, because without the accent, it doesn't mean what you want it to mean. And then there is feo. So conocer is
Conozco.
dar,
Doi.
saber,
Ser.
ver,
Ver.
and the last set is decir, which becomes digo. Venir becomes vengo, or vengo, because the V pronounces like a V. And then tener becomes tango. So that last set, decir becomes
Digo.
venir,
Vengo.
tener.
Tengo.
Good. Okay, thanks. Okay, so we made this little like activity game thing to test out like how well you know it. So you can click on that.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. Sorry, scroll down. Otherwise,
Oh. Okay, wait, no. There.
okay. So we're gonna go around and just try to match. Each one of these, there's some that are completely wrong. So which one goes with tener? Just raise your hand. Bella.
Bingo.
I believe you dragged it down. About. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Which one of these is not the conjugation for tener? Which one is a wrong conjugation?
Traigo.
That means it's wrong.
Pick a different one. I don't know why that's not
Maybe
working.
you're
Just
dragging
skip
it
the wrong
to
one.
the
Skip
right
to the
place.
next one. Yeah, skip to the next one if it's not working.
And he's got, maybe it's.
Scroll down a little bit.
Bless you.
Just pick random one.
You can just copy the link.
Oh,
and
yeah,
put
try
it
the blank
in
one.
The blank one's on there.
It's not? Oh.
Why don't you just copy the link and put it in Chrome, because
Yeah, should I
Alright,
just do
yeah, try
that?
that. Okay, try again.
Okay. Tener wrong, so,
I don't know why, it should be up here, but it's, try the, wait, is the blank one not a square, or is it a square? No?
I think it's trigo.
Well, trigo is the correct one for trier, so scroll
No,
down.
No, Traigo.
Yeah, so that one should be, that one, you know what? Exit out, we can go over it without it.
okay.
Alright, the internet doesn't. Okay, go to the next one. Move on, next one.
Next.
Okay, so here's the same thing, it's just not in that game form. So, out of this first line, which is the proper, which one of these is the right conjugation for veneer? Good. And the second line, which is the correct one for cellier? Good. And the last one, which is the correct one for usher? Good. Okay. Just some of the ones that are that you make sure you guys didn't get tripped up by them. But the last one, ago, it's not ako, even though that sounds kind of plausible. And the first one, even though veneer does have that I, the I completely goes away when you conjugate it. But you guys got both of those, so that was good. Next one. Okay, culture. So the culture was pretty straightforward in this chapter.